Okay, Tim, 88%.
88% of what?
Yeah, so that's a number that agents, they love to throw around, which is this stat that's 88% of past clients say they'd use their agent again, which is pretty amazing, right? That's a good number.
Sounds like a win to me.
Yeah, well, it's actually a lie. Well, it's not a lie. It's a half truth. And the other half, and that's what's costing agents thousands of dollars every single year.
All right, so you got my attention.
Okay, I'm DJ Paris. That's Tim Littleton. Today, we're going to expose the biggest gap between what your clients say and what they actually do. And if you've ever wondered why your phone isn't ringing with repeat business, stay right here. We are about to fix it.
Okay, so 88% of clients say they'd use their agent again. Where's the lie?
Yeah, and that is true. But the lie is actually in what happens next, which is researchers tracked what clients did, not just what they said in a survey, and only 12 to 15% actually used the same agent again.
So hold on. 88% say they would.
Yeah, but only 12% actually do.
Wow, so that's a 70-point gap.
Yeah, it's actually more than 70 points, but you're right. It's between this gap between intention, I would do it, and then actually, am I doing it?
So we've got almost 9 out of 10 clients saying, yeah, you're my agent for life. And then they go hire someone else.
They hire somebody else. That's right. They forget your name. They Google realtor near me or best realtor in the area 3 years later because they can't remember who helped them buy their home. And before you say they're not going to forget me, obviously they are.
Yeah, so that's painful. But why? If they were happy with the service, why wouldn't they come back?
Yeah, here's where it gets really brutal. So NAR did a study. 91%, I mean, this is so sad to me, but 91% of real estate agents never contact their clients after the close.
91%.
Right. And that's not a stat we're making up or finding on some rogue website. This is National Association of Realtors. So 91%, says you close the deal, you hand them the keys, you shake hands, everyone's happy, and then nothing. For months, radio silence, for years, forever.
And then we sit around wondering, why doesn't the phone ring?
Yeah, I've got a friend who I reference a lot. Her name's Amy Duong Kim. She's a Compass agent out in the western suburbs, and she makes calls every day for like 3 or 4 hours. And when I've asked her, why do you do that? She goes, because my phone is going to stop ringing if I don't make like 100 dials a day. So anyway, we wonder why our past clients hire their neighbor's cousin's friend instead of calling us back.
So the 88% number isn't actually a victory. It's a tragedy because the clients want to come back. They intend to come back. They just...
Yeah, they forget. You disappear from their life and someone else shows up when they're ready to move again. And remember, people are only moving, 7 to 12 years or so. So it's a long time to go, right? So, what happens is they go to that Zillow ad. They find the agent who's doing neighborhood videos in their area or the mailer that lands the same week they decided to sell.
So out of sight, out of mind.
Out of wallet. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so 91% of agents go dark after a closing. But I know these people. They're not, it's not because of lack of trying. They're not trying to lose business. Right. So what's actually happening?
Yeah, 3 things. And I guarantee everybody watching has felt all 3.
So let's hear them.
Okay, number 1, the next fire. So the deal closes and there's immediately another crisis the agent has to handle, right? Another showing, a negotiation, another client who needs you right now. So post-closing follow-up, it really isn't urgent. The deal's done. So it gets pushed.
And pushed really means never.
Pushed means never, yeah. So number 2, you also, sometimes agents go, well, I just closed the deal. Like, I don't really know what to say now. Now the deal's over. So what do I say?
Yes, and I've heard this. This is real.
Yeah, it is. And so the transaction's over. There's no reason to call. So the agent feels awkward or like they're being salesy or like they are bothering the client.
Yeah, like hey, just calling to check on you feels weird when you haven't talked to them in like 8 months.
I totally can relate to this. So yes, I have this with prospects of my own, which are other agents. Somebody falls through the crack for me, and then it's been like 8 months. I'm like, oh, what do I say when I call them? So it feels weird because you're thinking about yourself. Like, what do I say? What's my excuse for calling? What's my excuse for not calling in the past? But here's the flip. What if you thought about them instead of you, right? What would actually be helpful to them right now?
Yeah, a different question.
Completely different question. And this is number 3, and this was really the big one.
Give it to me.
Okay. No system, right? Most agents have great intentions. They're good people. They work hard. They might even have a CRM gathering dust somewhere. Everybody seems to have one, but there's no rhythm. There's no calendar. No, every past client gets contacted, X times per year, period.
Yeah, it's completely random. It's whenever you remember, which means
it's basically never. Yeah.
All right. So we've got the diagnosis. What's the prescription?
Yeah, so we're almost there. But first, I want everyone watching to just do something right now.
Right now?
Well, right now, or as soon as we're done with this, maybe. I don't want you to get off of our stream here, but once we have a moment, go to your phone, go to your contacts, scroll until you find a past client you haven't talked to in at least 6 months. Just find their name. Don't get nervous, but you're not going to text them or call them yet. Just find them.
So we're going to tell you exactly what to say in just a few minutes, but right now, just locate one person.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to do. Or at least right now, instead of clicking away from our thing, just think of somebody. Think of a deal you closed 6 months ago and somebody you haven't talked to.
Yeah. Just pick one person and we'll give you the script to write in just a few minutes.
So just keep that name in your head for now. Person's going to get a text from you right after this episode is over.
All right. So we know the problem. We know why it happens. Now let's fix it. What's the system?
Yeah, I call it the 4-4 system. I'd love to say that I created this. I didn't. I found it, and people have talked about it on my podcast, but it's stupidly simple, and that's the point. If it's complicated, you're just not going to do it.
Can you break it down for us?
Yeah. So here's the first 4, the 4-4-4. 4 touches per year. That's your minimum. Once per quarter. If you contact every past client just 4 times a year, you're already ahead of 91% of your competition. 91% of agents don't do this, right?
4 times a year really doesn't sound like much.
Yeah, it's not. It's most agents aren't even doing that, right? So the bar is really, really low. It's actually like on the ground. You step over it and you win.
So what's the second 4?
Okay, so first 4 is 4 touches a year. Second 4 categories of touches. This solves the I don't know what to say problem. So you rotate through 4 types.
What are they?
Okay, category 1, the check-in. This is simplest, no agenda. Just, hey, how's the house? Anything you need, that's it.
So you're not asking for business.
You're not asking for anything. You're just being a human who cares, right? 9 out of 10 times they'll go, all good. But that 10th time, actually, we've been thinking about moving. My brother's relocating here. Boom, you're in the conversation.
What's category 2?
Okay, this we call the value drop. So you send them something useful, a neighborhood market update, an article about home maintenance, an updated CMA for themselves, a heads up about property tax deadlines, something that positions you as I'm still your real estate resource.
So not salesy, just helpful.
Yeah, just helpful. You're staying in their life as the person who knows things. So when they have a question, you're on the first call. And if you're saying, I don't know always how to be of service, use AI for this. Ask, like, what do homeowners need to know right now? And it'll just tell you, and you can use that.
What's the third category?
Okay. So the celebration. So this one's underrated and almost nobody does it. You acknowledge something in their life, their home anniversary, their birthday, if you know it, a kid's graduation, anything that says, I see you as a human, not as a commission check.
Yeah. So like when you think about it, when's the last time any business you worked with previously sent you a note on your anniversary with them?
Well, I will tell you, I am trying to walk this talk. And just before we did this, I sent out 3 work anniversary voice memos. So I sent a text with a voice memo to agents who have been at our firm saying, hey, happy work, because they don't nobody knows their work anniversary, but that's a good example. I'm now starting to do this myself. So you just do something that says, basically, hey, here's a little celebration for you.
So what's the fourth category?
Yeah, the fourth category is only once. This is the one time per year, the ask. So you ask directly, hey, I'm growing my business through referrals this year. If you know anyone thinking about buying or selling, I'd be grateful for an introduction.
But isn't that really awkward?
It is, unless you've done these other three things first, right? You've already checked in, which you're doing 4 times a year. You've already added value. You're also doing 4 times a year. You've already celebrated them. It's not 1 time a year. And then when you do the ask, it doesn't feel like a grab because you've already messaged them and called them, a dozen times or so, more than a dozen times that year.
Okay, so check-in, value drop, celebration, and then the ask. Once a quarter. That's the system.
Yeah, and that's the first 2 fours. Those are only 4, and the first 4 and 4. Here's the third 4. 4 minutes or less per touch.
Per touch? What does that mean?
Yeah. So this isn't writing love letters, right? A quick text, a short voicemail, voice memo, a 2-line email. You could do this when you're waiting for your coffee order.
So if I have 50 past clients, that's...
Yeah, 200 touches per year. 4 minutes each. That's about 13 hours total for the entire year.
So only 13 hours to stay on top of mind with everyone who already trusts you.
Yeah. Versus how many hours do agents spend chasing strangers who don't know them and don't trust them?
A lot more than 13.
A lot more than 13. All right. Remember that person you found earlier, the one we asked you to put in your mind, the past client that you haven't talked to?
I've got mine.
I've got mine too. So I am not above these challenges. Tim and I are just like you, but here's what you're going to do right now. I'm going to give you the exact text to send.
All right, give it to him.
Okay. Hey, so-and-so, was just thinking about you. How's the house treating you? Hope you're doing well.
And that's it?
That's it. No pitch, no agenda. No, let me know if you know anybody buying or selling. Just a human being checking in.
Okay, so send it. If you could send it right now, do so. If not, wait till after this podcast and go ahead, click the send button, and there it goes.
Yeah. And if you're watching this as like a replay, just go ahead and pause it. But yeah, you're going to do this as soon as we're done or right now if you can pause it. But copy the message, personalize the name, send it. Super easy. And
Perfect.
If you want us to know that you did it, drop sent in the comments. Let's see how many of you are taking action.
Awesome. So we'll be watching those comments after we get off this call.
Yeah. Now, okay, so you're going to send the text or you just sent it. Congratulations. You just did more than 91% of agents do in a year.
And that's a pretty low bar.
It is a low bar. But here's the thing. One text isn't a system. So let's talk about making this stick.
Because I know what happens. You go, you do it once, you feel great. And then 3 months go by and you never hear back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And again, I am this happens to me all the time. So again, I am not better than anybody on this call, but I need to say this to remind myself just as much as hopefully it's helping you. But here's the key. You take it out of your head and you put it into a system.
So what does that actually look like?
Yeah. So if you have a CRM, and if you don't, just use Google Sheets, but any CRM will work. Set up a recurring task for every past client. Once per quarter, you get a reminder. Contact Sarah Johnson. That's it.
So what if you don't have a CRM right now?
Yeah, like use your calendar, Google Sheets, block 1 hour per week, same time every week, labeled past client outreach. Protect it like it's a showing that you would never miss, right? That hour is when you make your calls, your text, and you write your notes.
So 1 hour a week.
1 hour a week. It's more than enough, actually, for most agents. And here's the thing. It's not extra work. It's actually the most leveraged work you can do. These people already trust you.
Yeah, it's a warm outreach.
It's a hot outreach because there's no cold calls, no door knocking, no rejection, just checking in on people who already like you. So
what happens when they do respond?
Yeah, most of the time, nothing dramatic. Hey, good to hear from you. House is great. Oh, and you just chat like a human. But sometimes, and this is of course where the money is, they'll say something like,
Actually, we've been thinking about upgrading.
Yeah. Or my parents need to downsize, or my coworker just moved here and asked if I knew an agent.
And then you're in a real conversation.
Yeah, a real conversation that never would have happened if you hadn't reached out. So that's the business that's just sitting there. It's waiting for you. The only thing between you and it is a text message.
Awesome. So what's the action step here?
Yeah, so I'd say before going to bed tonight, do one of two things. Either set up quarterly reminders in your CRM for every past client, or open your calendar and block 1 hour per week for past client outreach.
So just pick one and do it today.
Yeah, not tomorrow, today, because tomorrow you will forget or you'll be busy. And then it's more than 6 months of silence.
So DJ, let's do the math on this because I think when people see the actual numbers, they'll never really skip this again.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's say you've been in the business for 5 years. You've closed 50 transactions, just 50, that's 10 per year.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. Now, 88% of those clients would use you again or refer you. That's 44 people who want to send you business.
44 people.
Yeah. And here's what happens if you go silent, like 91% of agents. You're only going to capture maybe 10 to 15% of that potential. By the way, you can confirm this by throwing that in ChatGPT is what percentage of my sphere is going to remember to contact me, right? It's going to be 10 to 50%. So that's only 5 or 6 deals for that entire group. But it's 5 or 6 deals you get over the rest of the career every single year.
And that's it?
That's it. But flip it. Now, if you stay in touch, and if you really stay in touch 4 times a year, every year, and you capture 50% of that potential, now you're looking at 22 transactions from that exact same group. So that's only getting 50% repeat. That's referrals, their friends, their family.
But 4 times the deals.
Yeah, from people you've already worked with. And here's the thing, every year you can add more past clients. So the snowball keeps growing.
So the agent's doing 20, 30, 50 million. This is their secret, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be. I've interviewed a lot of top producers. They all do a version of this. They're not out there grinding cold calls every day. They're building a referral engine. And for that fuel, that engine is staying in touch.
Okay, so the fortune is really in the follow-up.
It's cliche, but it really is cliche because it's actually true. It's not a cute saying, it's math, right? It's real money you're leaving on the table every month that you don't reach out.
All right, DJ, so let's land this plane. Quick recap.
Okay. 88% of clients say they'd use you, but only 12% actually do.
Why? Because 91% of agents never reach out after the closing.
Yeah, here's the fix again. It's the 4-4-4 system. 4 touches per year, 4 categories, check-in, value drop, celebration, ask, 4 minutes or less per touch.
3 action steps.
Yeah. 1, you've already done it or you're just about to do it, which is you're texting that past client. If you didn't, let's do it either right now or in a minute when we're done because we are about 1 minute away from ending this. So make sure to do this. This is really important.
2, set up the system. CRM reminders or a weekly calendar block before you go to bed tonight.
Yeah. And by the way, you can use AI for this. So I just did this. I pulled, we have a database of everyone who works here. And I put that database into AI, just a CSV file. I asked AI, pull out everybody's birthday and everybody's work anniversary. I didn't want to do it manually because we have 700 agents. So it pulled them all out. Then I gave it access to my CRM and I said, I want you to add in. It was able to do this. Every single one of those tasks. I didn't have to do anything. So this can even do this for you in Google Calendar as well and Google Sheets. Use AI. Like it'll make this a lot quicker. But basically you are going to, yeah. So that's basically it, I guess.
So your past clients already trust you. They said, they would use you again in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't let them forget that you exist.
Yes. And be part of the 9% that actually follow up.
Yeah. Collect the business that's already yours, right?
So thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time on Coffee Talk.
Now go check on your people. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.